Okay, okay. Thank you, Anil. Please go on.
Is that
Thank you.
yes? Yeah, Kartika. Yes, SQL is necessary.
Mm.
Necessary in the sense like how do you retrieve the data? How do you what are the commands we use? To make sure that the data is replicating, or in order to make sure that what table it is and all. So
Mm.
basic SQL skills can be is enough. We need not go for a detail because we are not a DBA or a database developer,
Okay.
right?
So yeah,
So
even that basic SQL, because I'm not from a computer science background and I have no technical
SQL like
as
the select commands the join command, inner joins, outer joins, update statements, modify statements. So what is good enough?
okay. So yeah, that's what. So will you be teaching that or
Right. Right. I'll
okay?
give you
Okay.
on that
Okay.
because I mean as a the real-time consultant, I also not much use SQL.
Okay.
I'll be using only on the specific part when I need to test it, whether
Okay.
the whether the data is properly replicating, or whether I'm able to get real-time thing or not. That is where I use SQL commands. But
Okay.
certainly we will be working on basically on the designing of a system. How do we
Okay.
design? How do we gather the requirement and making the understand the requirement to the customer, to the programmers and the UI designers and all. But basically on the
Okay.
So, Anil, what you use every day, like what methodology you use?
yeah, agile. Agile is properly is the most popular methodology these days, and most of the agile Scrum method we call Scrum methodology is a popular methodology that has been used in the current scenario. So all the methodologies uh, like waterfall model, spiral model, V-shaped model. So there are six to seven methodological processes in the software development life cycle. But in present days, the agile is the most popular one because of the time consumption is less, and also you can make the modification on a go. So I will tell in detail the SDLC processes, and I will take a special class on Agile Scrum methodology because that is the most important methodology in the software industry in the present time. And if you write your in your resume that in the Agile Scrum methodology, you are expected to get a call from the uh,
Employer.
companies. So that is very popular, and you should in the present days you are expected to know the Scrum methodology. Agile Scrum methodology is a definite one. Okay, I'll take you a special class on that, and a special software class on Agile Scrum methodology. Okay, and apart from that, you will be learning different tools like the MS Visio and MS Project. These are the two tools we will be learning. These are these tools are very easy tools, but very useful in the business analyst life while going through and understanding the requirements and putting in the wireframe diagrams, because all the theory part what we will be getting it from the customer, we have to pictorially represent and putting it to the programmer. This is how the client is want. So based on our documentation, based on our model, he will develop the exact the replica of the system. Okay. So MS project is basically on the how are we planning a project, what module we are starting at what time and ending at what time, how do we plan our project, how do we um, execute the project, who are there in the project. So all this comes under the project planning side. So before the start of the project, in the middle of the project, and by the close of the project, we are giving a special project plans to the customer, and also distribute the project plans to different stakeholders. So MS project deals with that, and as a business analyst, you are expected to know the the project planning tool also. Okay, so these all of the tools comes under the project management uh, tools. And if you know, if your interview, and definitely people will be asking what are the tools you will be using. So you can tell that you are using the MS Visio, MS Project, as the two tools which you have used in the past job and all. Okay, clear? Any doubts in this?
No.
No.
So, scope of business analyst role versus SDLC cycle. The whole of the SDLC basically, SDLC means software development life cycle. Okay, from starting of the project to the end of the project, the, the business analyst will be working on with different stakeholders. Okay, with the owners, with the sponsors, with the strategists, with the program managers, the business analysts, system analysts, IT persons, project managers, users. Okay, so every person, a business analyst has a role to play.
Mm.
Okay, so that's where he is very much a crucial in implementing on the execution of the project. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Right. So uh, this is just a recap of the last class. We will go to the next class.
Yeah.
Okay, there is some person called a project manager for every project. So why do we need a business analyst, a role called a business analyst in the project? Because the manager, project manager is already there, and why do you need a business analyst execution in the project? So the difference we will see here, obviously, because 8 9 years back there was no role called a business analyst. This role has been created in order to give an efficient solution for the customer. What is a business analyst? Why does a project need a PM and a BA? The role of a project manager and role of a business analyst, and the skills comparison, similarities, differences, working together. When one person has both the skills, and how to achieve specialized PM and BA roles. Okay. This is what we are going to do today. As a recap of IABA definition, business analysts are responsible for identifying the business needs. Okay. So what is the need from the business side of the customer? Why do he wants to implement the solution? What is that he is gaining for it? What is the objective of the customer in giving the solution? So that is what a business analyst has to identify. The business analyst is responsible for the requirements development and requirements management. Specifically, the business analyst elicits, analyzes, validates, documents business, organizational, operational requirements. Okay. So he is the person who has to understand the requirements, basically, get more information of the requirements, analyze the requirements, and validate it whether this client is there a really need enough the customer to implement a solution, or is there is a feasibility that what is what is uh, what he is telling can be putting into a technical solution or not. Okay. So always the validation can be done by the business analyst level. And while doing that, he will document that. Okay. He identify the gaps where all the conventional system is lagging in, and by giving him the solution or giving the system kind of a environment, how does the he anticipates the change in the ecosystem. Okay, clear? Solutions are not predetermined by the business analyst, but driven solely by the requirements of the business. Solution often includes system development component, but also consists of a process improvement or organizational change. Business analyst is key facilitator within the organization, acting as a bridge between the client, stakeholders, and the solution team. Business analysis is distinct from the financial analysis, project management, quality assurance, the organizational development, testing, training, and documentation development. Okay, so these are all the different things, whereas project business analysis is different. Okay, so we need not combine all these to the business analyst. Business analyst is typically deals with the analyzing the customer. Okay, clear? Anything else in this?
Okay.
The next slide. These are the different stakeholders the business analyst will be dealing with normally. Business system analyst, data process analyst, test engineer, business unit manager, solution architect, business information manager, and many more. The system analyst is somewhat a technical person who writes the code on the at a higher level. System analyst will normally the person of a higher developer, maybe of experience, 7 to 8 years of experience in the field. And then the process or data analyst is a person who will kind of a database admin sort of a person. Test engineer, so testing, who is testing the QA, the quality analyst side. Business unit manager. So these are the persons who are usually a business analyst will be dealing with. Having a project manager and a business analyst is critical for the project success. Each role provides a specialized capabilities that can make a difference between project that succeeds and that one struggles. So having both PM and a BA in a project gives a critical for the project success. And if there are no specialized roles like this, what will happen? Why does a PM and a BA is required? They each play a distinct role on a project. Both have a common ultimate goal but focus on different aspects to achieve it. It is difficult to wear both the hats effectively on the same project. The role often intersect but also diverge. Okay.
Can you explain like for an example with like PM role and a VA role on a project?
Right. I mean, in the next slides, you will be getting a clear understanding, a clear difference between what is what. Okay. If you still have doubts, I will go to an example and give you.
Okay.
The role of a project manager will be, he is the first person assigned to a project. Basically, whenever there was an award that was given to a company, like let's take a TCS has got a project, 100 million project. So what does immediately the management will do is they will appoint a project manager. So the project manager then hires his team. So as soon as the project has been a project manager has been assigned, he will hire a business analyst. Then once the business analyst has been hired, then parallelly he will hire the technical team, he will hire the database team, he will hire the testing team, the networking team, whatever. Okay? But when hiring a business analyst, he will make sure that both will working together for the implementation of the project successfully and analyzing the customer objective. What is he looking for in uh, getting the project done? Okay, so he manages change, handles problems, and keeps project moving. Whereas he also manages some people, money, and risk. These are the three factors a project manager is recognized of. Like he manages people, like attendance or kind of budgeting, implementation side, who has to be there, who has not to be there, uh, what kind of skill set is required for the specific job. All these things he will take care of. Then money, the budgeting, like suppose a person has to travel on site, what kind of a budget he has to be allocated, or the accommodation side, what kind of budget he has to be allocated. When he has to, how much time he has to stay there, how much time he has to come back. So all these things he will take care of. And risk, is there any risk in the project? Risk in the sense like if key resource is moving off of the project at a crucial time, what is the backup he has got? What is the
So,
KT? Yeah,
I have a doubt. I don't know if this is out of topic, but can you tell me the difference between the product manager and the project manager?
okay. See, um, product is basically we will deal as an umbrella sort of a thing.
Okay.
In a product, you will have a different projects.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. So the product manager is a higher authority for
right.
the project manager.
Each
Oh,
product can be divided into 10 projects.
okay.
So each project can be dealt with a project manager again. If it is a bigger project, like let's take an Oracle or an SAP product as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So each module, or the sales and distribution, financial module, HR module, or the purchasing module, material management module, all these things are different modules. So each module will be having a different projects. So each project will be having a different project manager, and each project will be having a different project team altogether. But
Okay.
they will work towards a project, towards a product, and building a product. They will integrate all these projects and becoming a product. Okay,
Okay.
the product manager is always a higher on the higher side
So the only
because
job, yeah, the only job of a product manager will be delegating work to the project managers, or do they have any other specific? I just
product
want to
manager,
see. Yeah. Go ahead.
he's yeah, product manager is a person who will run the product. Basically, on the customer side, there is an issue. On the technical side, there is an issue, or any kind of he's driving the product basically.
Okay.
Okay, he driving the product into the market, driving the making sure that the product is well received from by the customer, and making sure that there is you know um, not much technical issues are revolving around the product.
Okay.
Okay. So because that he cannot go in detail of each and everything, so he will appoint a different project managers and make sure that in his project nothing is been, no technical issues are being raised. So by combining all the project managers, making sure that a product is a stable product. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So these are the three things which project manager will basically You'll be working on the people, money, and risk. Risk, as I told you, the risk of uh, you know uh, key resource moving out of the project at crucial time, or you have a bad release. Bad release in the sense like your module has been some code defects, and you could not able to give a nice product to the customer, or there was some kind of a delay. These are all the risks which a project manager has to take care of, and no one will ask the business analyst uh, why this has been. They will ask the project manager because he's the manager of the project and he's responsible for the all these kinds of things. A chief communicator good and managed to the business sponsors and IT management. Okay, so he's responsible for anything good is happening on a project side. Anything is something is delay or some kind of mismatch is happening on the requirement side. Everything the project manager will take the responsibility. The role of a business analyst is basically usually assigned to the project after it has been started. So once the project has been allocated and the project has been hired, project manager has been hired, then the business analyst will enter into the picture. Responsible for the bridging a gap between the business and technology. So what is a business need? What kind of a technology we will make sure it will what kind of technology we are giving it to satisfy or fulfill this need. Learn the business inside and out. Essentially, architect of business systems. Job title, definition, responsibility viewed inconsistently across the industry. Okay. A business analyst, specifically because of the term analyst, has been very much eye grabber. So everyone is putting an analyst in the job role, but every analyst is not a business analyst. Okay, a business analyst has got a specific skills and specific job responsibilities. They are very much keen to understand the customer, in keen to deliver what is he has been understood by from the customer, and give the output to the programmer. That is what is required on the business analyst side. Clear? Any doubts?
No. No.
When we go to the similarities, both should have a strong communication skills, understanding of an SDLC cycles, negotiation consultant building, strong interpersonal client management skills. Okay. Both should have all these skills on a similar. There is no discount for anyone. Okay. When we go to the differences, the project manager sees everything in a big picture. So he understands things in a big picture, whereas business analyst is a detail oriented. He will go for in detail and then make sure that everything is on bits and pieces. From the bits and pieces, you are building a system. That is a business analyst uh, skill. It should be a business analyst skill because in the ground level, he will be working with a project manager. He will be working with the project team, making sure that everything is building in the right way. So he should be as detailed as possible and getting it done on a smoother side. He directs the project team, whereas a business analyst listens to the people, the subject matter experts. Helps the people things done, whereas a business analyst helps the SMEs to describe how and why they perform a task. Project manager ensures that the project is delivered on time within the budget, whereas the business analyst ensures the product is built right according to the requirements. Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
What is SME?
SME is subject matter experts.
Okay.
Subject matter experts basically who is there, who is the person. He can be a technical person, he can be a tester, he can be a DBA, or he can be any person who is expert in his own field.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I thought SME is a small and medium enterprise. I mean,
No, no.
okay, okay.
Here SME means subject matter experts. Subject matter experts can be from it can be from a client side as well. So there are different departments in the client side. He will understand the uh, subject matter. Subject matter. What suppose you're building some system for a X company. In the X company, you will have a marketing team, financial team, HR team, or purchasing team. So you will, in order to understand what exactly a finance uh, module should function, you should go to the finance team and gather the requirements from the financial team. So the financial person who is acting as a representative, uh, who is dealing with you, will be a subject matter expert because he has got the thorough knowledge of the financial process of that particular company. Okay.
Hmm.
Similarly, when you go to a marketing or sales team, the marketing person will give you a much more information about how the business functions on the marketing side of the company. Okay, so those are all the subject matter experts. And similarly, you come to the project side, the technical lead. The technical lead is a person who is got a knowledge on the technology side. He will give his inputs whether it is feasible to do projects or whatever the in lines with the requirements of the customer or not. Okay, because some of the cases it may not be possible technically. I can expect many things to be done in a system, but there is some limit to the technology as well. So the technical person will be making sure that he will guide the business analyst in a proper way and communicate to uh, the other end of the project, like the client, that this is not feasible at this point of time because it will break the other system as well. Okay, so or maybe at this point of time we are not able to do this, but later we can do that. Okay, some part of a negotiation and comparative billing will be taken care in case of there is a difficulty arises. So all these things a business analyst will be taking care of.
Hmm.
Clear?
Yes.
Differences. Project managers removes the issue barriers. So if there is an issue, try to he will solve the issues, try to solve the issues. As a business analyst, identify the root cause of the issue. He identify the business issue, why the issue is coming, where it is coming, for what reason. Okay, he will identify and try to do a repair for the root cause of the problem. Manages the project change control, whereas a business analyst manages the requirements change requests. Project manager manages the work breakdown structure, whereas a business analyst performs requirements related tasks in the work breakdown structure. Project manager is having a management skills, where the business analyst is having an investigative skills. Okay. So work breakdown structure, you know what work breakdown structure is?
No.
A piece of work has been divided among different people, like suppose we in KBs, like KB is a usual term in the IT industry. If there is 100 KB of work, we will distribute accordingly the resources available. The senior developer will be getting 30-40 KB, and five others, uh, uh, 5 or 4 others will be getting 10 KBs. That is basically the distribution of the work depending on the capability and depending on the capacity the person can handle. Okay. Suppose that 10,000 lines of code the project needs to be written. Okay, so 5,000 senior developers will write, and other 5,000 lines of code will be written by 3 or 4 programmers. So what lines of code will be writing what kind of coding is writing, who has to write. All this been decided by the project manager, whereas whether they are performing correctly or not, or to the related tasks is being properly whether they are doing it correctly or not is what the business analyst will take care of. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do a PM and a BA work together? Fundamentally, PM manages the project resources, people and money. BA manages the business stakeholders. BA reports to a PM on a project. These two roles have a significant overlap of responsibility in certain areas. Excellent PM and BS will work hand in hand to make most of each other's strengths.
So the PM manage project resources like people, right?
Correct.
So PM manage BA also, right?
Right.
Okay.
PM is the boss of the project. Under him, the BA is role, but BA will be very much working parallelly. His role is an independent role, but for an organizational hierarchy, definitely he'll be reporting to the PM. But his role is independent, who will be working on.
So can you tell us the order, like who's above business analyst and the one above that, just to know the growth line?
Right. See. Yeah. Okay. In the next class, what I'm telling, how in the next class probably I'll give you a much career prospect of a business analyst.
Okay.
But to brief you to the question, like there will be a project manager who is the boss of the project. Then equally the importance is given to the business analyst. For an organizational purpose, the project manager, business analyst also reports to the PM. And then there will be a technical lead who will be working under business analyst. Okay. There will be a testing lead who will be working under business analyst. And there will be a database person, lead, or generally there will be if it is not a big project, there will be only one database developer. Okay. He will be also working under the business analyst.
Okay.
But working under business analyst is under the thin lines. Basically, all the reporting structure will be given to a project manager, but on the execution side, business analyst is responsible for making sure that they are working the given work, given task properly or not. So on the execution side, business analyst is, that's where there will be thin line of reporting, but on the hierarchy side, they will be, if suppose a leave to be uh, leave has to be sanctioned to a person, then they have to go to a project manager only. Based on project manager definition only, has to take the lead. All these things the business analyst will not be responsible. But on the project side, there is a kind of on the task side, if there is some gap, then a business analyst will enter into that kind of a situation and talk to the developer why this has not been done, and things are not solved at that role, then they will go to the project manager to solve the issue. Okay. So as a business analyst, the career growth will be you start as a associate business analyst, senior business analyst, and then over the period you will get some kind of a technical knowledge. Then you can go as a either as a strategy manager, or you can go as a project manager, or you can go as a delivery manager. Okay. So these are all roles that can that a business analyst can get going beyond this career.
So what is the role of strategy manager? Right?
Strategy manager is basically, what kind of business we should do, is what kind of people, suppose a project has come in which has not been earlier, you have not done this kind of a project, whether you should take this project or not. Okay, suppose you are into an Oracle business. Suppose the SAP project has come in, which you don't have an experience. But but this is a very good project which gives you an added skills. But then you need to invest a lot of money in it in order to get the trained guys, in order to hire a business, project manager, in order to getting the softwares, getting networking done. So you need to invest it in order to get the project, but you are not sure whether you can sustain the project or not, because you don't have a proper experience. So at the strategy level, you will do a lot of SWOT analysis and then go ahead of the project. Okay. So that is done at the strategy level, whether you have to take the project or not, or you need to sometimes maybe you will you may not take it because you see that there is a lot of investment, and you still see that there is a risk involved in the project. Okay, so all these things will be coming. So some of those kind of also there is a lot of analysis required. All the skills you have developed over the years as a business analyst will help you there. Okay, maybe 5-10 years later, once you are successful, do a 3 or 4 implementations on the system side, then you will get a lot of experience, and then you can think of those strategic business initiatives and all. Okay. So there is one more role that is coming up these days, is a PMO, Project Management Office. That's recently developed, the recent development, last 1 or 2 years, people are hiring business analysts in this role. So there's something called Project Management Office. Companies like Accenture, IBM, Dell, and all are having these kind of setups where the whole of the projects has been coming under one roof, and business analyst has been hired in this particular center of excellence, and making the center of excellence as an independent function to analyze the problems of the customer giving a solution to the business problems, not only technical but also management solutions. And that is coming up, and we will see a lot of openings in the near future also. Particularly in US, there is a lot of scope on that side. Probably you can look in those lines as well. And once you know, once you are done with the course and started looking for jobs.
Have you ever
Yeah,
been to US on site?
no, I was mostly worked on the Middle East part. I was working on the Dubai and Qatar. I'm presently working for a US company, but I've never been to US. I went to UK. I went to Middle East.
Okay. So you are
But
working as a BA or senior BA or PM?
I'm working as a senior lead business analyst.
Okay.
Total, I have about 10 years experience, but my previous experience was into some kind of a pre-sales role. Okay.
So how is the growth in this field? Is it fast or will it take a lot of time?
No, it is very fast when compared to a development side. While you start as a fresher, you join as associate, and it will take 2 years to get into a from trainee to an associate, and then it will take four years to get into a senior developer, and then lead younger. It will take 10 years to become a project manager. But in this
Okay.
field, we have very high trajectional growth. You will be within no time, within 5 years, you can execute a project. Let's take 5 or 6 projects within span of 5 6 years. You will be given a project manager directly. Whereas for a developer, forget about the test engineers. They can never become a project manager. As a business
Mm.
analyst, even if you don't know the inside of coding, but you still become a project manager because of the various projects you are handling, right? You work in some domain, some technology in some project. You work in some other domain, some technology under the project. You have a flavor of variance. That is what is required for a software industry, because you should be in a project, you should be in a position to handle any kind of a situation.
So what are the
So,
tools and sorry?
yeah, please go ahead.
What are the tools and technology the latest in the market that BA needs to know, or the qualification?
Right. So see, as I said, these tools I will be teaching you. SQL is definitely a skill set that is required, because uh, this course has been getting recognized, and people are looking for a multi-skilled thing. So once you put that, you have an SQL knowledge also, it gives you definitely an advantage for your career. So these are the MS Visio, MS Project, and SQL. These are the three things which is essential to get a good good job in the business analyst area. Okay. And then once you join in a business analyst, you work it on, then you can think of having a certification, BA, IABA certifications, GBAP certifications, and then you can opt for PMI certification, and then 2 3 years later, you can think of a project manager side as well. Okay,
Yeah.
clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do a PM and BA work together? Areas of overlapping is basically on scope, objective on the business risk side or the statement of purpose side. The project manager and BA should be working together. On the client relationship side, the communication with SMEs and technical team, the review of requirements, designs, and plans. So all these places, the project manager and the PA will be working together. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically on the statement of purpose, the objective on the business risk. So these are the areas, the client relationship side, communication side, and also the review requirements and designs and plans will be working together. Areas of clear delineation of responsibilities. Basically, business analysts will be responsible for gathering, documenting, and reviewing the business requirements. Translating business requirements into functional system specifications to be developed by the technical team. Testing the solution, training on subject matter experts on the new system and documenting the new procedures. Whereas a project manager will plan, organize projects and determine the scope, deliverables, milestones, schedule and resources. Manage project scope, risk issues and communication, quality and cost. Interact, collaborate and negotiate with all the project stakeholders and business partners or clients. Okay, so there is a clear definition of what one person has to do and what other person has to do. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the execution of a project, the PM is responsible for the driving the initiation, scope, budgeting, and team, whereas the BA is uh, only on the scoping side. The requirements of PM will be involved at the planning side, whereas the BA will be responsible for the detailed documentation of our requirements, design, testing and training strategies. Construction QA and implementation, quality side. PM is go for execution and control, whereas a BA will be responsible for test case creation, testing, UAT and training, system checkout. Both are responsible for project management initiatives like project information records. What is happened on the project side? What is the information you need to store, archive it in order to, for a future reference. All the information that has been collected in the project will be put in a file, a soft copy and a hard copy, in order to make sure that they've got some kind of a reference for the project. Suppose there is some kind of a change is required for the existing for the project, they can go to the reference file and that becomes a starting point for uh, the company to reinvent the wheel. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So examples of how the strong PM and a weak BA. So there is a weak BA means the requirements are not done properly. So the requirements are not done properly. The project obviously, there is some kind of mismatching that will happen on the expectations of the customer and on the project side. So there will be a failure of the project. If there is a weak PM, that means there is no planning. The project is uh, planning side. You will project manager will um, overconfident or he is not capable of managing the project. You don't have a grip on the project people. Okay, all this comes under the weak PM. So again, the project gets failed. Weak PM and a weak PM, obviously the project is getting failed. If there is a strong PM and a strong BA, successful and great balance between the thorough requirements gathering and moving forward. Okay. So both should be strong in order to make sure that the project is running successfully. What if one person has to do both the jobs? Common. It is basically in the small companies where companies do not cannot offer to have both highly paid jobs they'll hire one person and ask to do both PM and BA roles, which is common in small companies. Common when the organization is fast-tracked, common where there is a lack of understanding in the BA role, common where the expectation of the business analysis is just another task of a PM performs. All these places, PM and BA both is done by the same person. If one person do both jobs, what is an impact? So it is difficult to manage both roles concurrently. Skills types needed to execute BM and PA tasks are different. Requirements may be missed. Schedule may be affected. Further complicated when layered with unrelated project responsibilities. Negative domino effect on the project budget and the quality of the product. So in order to save some money or some budget, you try to hire one person and try to do all the jobs with the same person. So the productivity will be decreased. So it will give a negative domino effect for the product we are developing, and at the same time you will not you may not release a good product to the customer. Okay. Helpful tips: highlighting awareness of regarding the conflicting roles, make management and team aware that the conflicting responsibilities and challenges associated with them. Seek help in the managing the schedule, seek help in the gathering the documentation of the requirements, try to minimize the involvement of other concurrent projects. Okay, so if the still you are being hired and the the management is not ready to hire one more person, either PM or a BA. So you should make sure that they should understand the schedule of the project. Make sure that instead of taking 7 days, you may postpone it to 10 days or something like that. Or involving, you can ask some junior person uh, to assist you in the documentation side, where you will give him the scope of definition and the detailed requirements. You will ask him, the junior person, to help him from the writing and the documentation side of things, and you will try to involve only on the particular project, not on the other outside the project works and all. So thereby you will get more control over the project on the PM and the BS side. Okay. A PM, obviously a BA can do a PM job, but PM cannot do a BA job. Okay. If it's a technical person, suppose a technical guy who has got a 15 years of experience become a PM. He cannot do a BA job. Okay. PM job is more easy in the sense, like managing the budget, managing the people and all is much easy than analyzing the requirements, analyzing the customer, and then putting in executing the project. So these are the different tasks, coordinating different stakeholders. This is the toughest job. So if you are doing a good job as a business analyst level, a PM job will make you very much easy. Okay. So that's how the PA and the PM has got a different skill sets in order to execute the particular role. So any doubts, anything you want to add?
No.
No, no.
So all the project-based business analysis and project management, PM and BA roles intersect and support each other. Skills are similar and different. Cooperation results in project success. Some people wear both hats. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
that's the class for today. So,
Just a doubt, even though the PM job is considered little, easier than the business analyst, but in order to become a project manager, you have to be the business analyst before, right?
no, there is other route, right? You can be a developer, senior developer, and then
Yeah. I mean, in the non-technical side, I'm saying, yeah,
yeah,
technical side,
yeah.
you can be a developer. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, see, you want to get shared this presentation?
Yeah, that'll be great.
Uh, Normally, I'll do like this. I take the class and I'll send uh, the class presentation so that you can have a review.
Okay.
That's how I work. Or is it okay to have a recording session that the help desk will provide? Is that okay? Then I don't have any objection.
I don't mind
Anything?
both, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm fine with the recording, though. Will they give us a link?
They must. I think. Peanut, you got the first
Yeah,
link, right?
yeah, they send, yeah.
Okay, because
Might need to.
yeah, the admin just told that they'll be recording the first few sessions, right? He didn't say he'll be recording all the sessions. That's the reason I'm confused.
Okay, okay, okay. Anything, if you want to send thing, you can just
So how
send
do I
over.
contact you? Is there any email ID or something if I have any doubt?
I'll provide my ID.
Okay.
Okay, this is my ID.
Mm.
You can. It, sorry.
Mm.
T is missing here. Okay. Yeah.
Anil, I
Uh,
can't see. So can
Even
you
I
send?
can't.
you can't see.
No.
No, we can't.
Anil, ANIL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Um,
Can you write it down in that click to add notes over there?
Is the same presentation down?
Okay.
is it okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
anilananthagiri@gmail.com.
Right.
Okay.
You can just give me a test mail so that I'll get the 2 sessions PPT to you. And
Okay.
furthermore, I mean, uh, I can view the other slides also to the same mail ID. Okay.
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 All the sessions I take, I'll share with you so that you can have a review whenever you want.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
also I share some of the live project files, some of the frequently asked questions in the interviews, and uh, the tools which I'll be teaching you, I'll send you a link so that you can download from your end, because uh, I can share you on an FTP server. You can download uh, from your side.
Okay.
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 So you work on which field, right? Like it's a
I,
general BA and
yeah, it's a general site. I worked because I got I worked with different domains and worked on the aerospace domain, on the seaport domain, on the presently working on the real estate domain, mortgage, uh, mortgage side, investment banking side. So it's a general domain. There are only two differences. One is the healthcare and non-healthcare. Okay, healthcare, as I said in the first class, the healthcare is a domain which only the healthcare related, pharmacy related person uh, can go through. Others comes under that, because the US healthcare is a different story altogether. It involves a lot of HIPAA charts and all, lot of government federal laws that are been, so those are all a different story altogether. Uh,
okay.
Kartika, I am sorry. Can you give me your background? Like what kind of education
I'm an
you?
MBA student over here in California State University, East Bay.
Okay.
I have 6 more months to graduate. I did
Okay.
my undergrad in Chennai, in a professional college. It was in accounting and finance background, and over here it is supply chain and marketing.
Okay. Here
So
supply
some,
market.
yeah, supply chain and marketing in MBA.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And so MIS will be covered in your course, and information systems.
Sorry?
Information system will be covered in your course.
No, actually, I don't think so. I mean, there is one basic level information technology management course, but I don't think they'll be teaching anything technical in that. I think it's just basic computer science skills or something. That's just
Okay.
a fundamental course for all the MBA students.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Good. No issues. Um, so that's how it is, like, non-medical and medical. So
Yeah.
everyone is non-medical can do any kind of business in this. Medical, the
Mm.
pharmacy sort of things are different story altogether. So
Mm.
you are, but it's if you get a break on the healthcare side, then you can just grab it, because the people, that's a niche market basically, uh, and it's very highly paid industry as well. The United
Mm.
Technologies, there are many companies who will pay you a good amount of money if you are in the industry, because the people are less. The companies are less, obviously, but the people are also less.
Mm. Sure.
That's how it is. Okay. Thank you very
Okay.
much. We
Okay.
will.
Thank you. Okay. So tomorrow we have the class, right, Anil?
Right, right. So it will. There is no break.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
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 Right. Thank
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
you.